Is it working now? Woohoo.
If everyone's got their own opinion and can't be persuaded, how are we ever gonna find out who Mondstadt's strongest fighter is?
What the fuck? Hey, only took probably more than 4 tries at this point because I tried multiple times and couldn't connect at all. Yeah, if it happens one more time, I'm canceling the stream.
Eureka! Paimon's got it!
This is really taking me out of it.
Let's go see what Jean says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing. Guess it depends if they counted all your shenanigans or not.
They better count all my shenanigans.
Don't worry, though. Paimon has full confidence in your abilities.
Could have probably done this quest by now if not for those internet issues. And I can't really say that. I have no idea how long it is. It is a chain quest, so it's probably quite a bit long. Oh boy.
Sorry to bother you. We're collecting intel on the strongest fighter in Mondstadt.
I do love how we're bothering the most important person in the city about this.
Do you have, one of those official Knights of Favonius verified ranking table thingies?
Strongest fighter in Mondstadt? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help. I do not have any relevant documentation on that topic.
Oh, well that sucks. Paimon was hoping she would at least make the top 5.
Well, although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in our honorary knight's abilities has never wavered.
And that's why I don't blame that guy for simping for Jean, because Jean sims for me. Therefore, he technically sims for me.
Which reminds me...
That's how it works, right? If you simp for someone, then the person they simp to gets your simping.
Recently, one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city, although he is keeping a low profile. If you are staying around Mondstadt, please be on the lookout for danger. Given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Awesome! After she beats the Abyss Order, she'll climb up that ranking table faster than she climbs up all those cliffs. Well, either way, smashing the Abyss Order to bits is the right thing to do.
I like your enthusiasm. It is infectious. But be careful out there.
They have plot armor, I literally can't die. Also, do I see unstolen books? This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. There we go, all is right in the world. Oh no, not yet. Ooh. Hey. Looks to be doing better now. Hopefully I won't have any more connection issues.
Sorry for bumping into you. Hey, look!
There's some writing on there. Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Cleve be doomed.
There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Cleve be doomed? Yikes! Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules. Survival rules? Yeah. Rules that I must absolutely never break under any circumstances. Otherwise, something terrible would happen.
Kaya writes like this.
Yep. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself.
Ah, fuck. Am I back? Holy shit. You scared the shit out of me.
My name is Klee. And Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstadt. Wow! More recognition, yay! Paimon is so happy right now. I heard it from Amber. But wait, no! There's no time for this right now. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed my map and ran as fast as I could all the way here. The treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods, it's gone. Did you say buried treasure? And she has treasure. Seriously? Clay gets Six-Finger Jose's vote for strongest fighter in Mondstadt? What is wrong with people? Lost treasure is a big deal. Let us help you find it. Yay! Thanks, you guys. Here's where the map says the treasure should be. I put a circle around it. I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it, to make it easier to find.
The color just changed. Did it just change from day to night or something?
Paimon is starting to understand how this treasure went missing so easily. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight, let's go!
Yeah, put a wooden sign next to your treasure so it's easy to find. Great idea. Oh boy. Seemed to have lost connection for a little bit there. But oh well. 675. We're almost there. You know what? We'll we'll teleport here and do the commission first. Oh boy. Thanks for the free fish, by the way. Also, we'll find any, what is it called? Oh yeah, small lamp grass, I think it is. We'll see if we can find any of that first.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Your treasure's gone, but you seem oddly happy. Well, Cleve and Albedo seem really busy recently. So Cleve must not disturb them. But now Cleve has new friends. I never thought I'd have a new big sister to help me. I'm so happy.
Woohoo, arrowheads. I need a lot of those. Even if I need the better ones, that's 2/3 of an regular arrowhead. Hey.
Damn.
Shadow Raven!
Hey. So yeah, I guess Klee's happy to have new friends. Woohoo. Won't be able to play for as long today overall, but we'll get shit done while we can.
We're here. This is the place. Look, this is where my huge treasure was buried.
It's gotta be missing, isn't it?
And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah, you can see the hole right there. It just looked like a pile of rocks on top of it. And she did say it was missing earlier. Oh, wow, look at the Abyss Mage just sitting there watching. He's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, she did mention earlier it was missing, but I didn't see the hole, so I thought, wait, is it actually there? What the fuck? No, it's still missing.
It's an Abyss Mage! Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us about.
And he's a really nice guy. The way he just sat there waiting for us to acknowledge his presence is pretty cool. Some serious villain energy.
What's that in his hand?
I don't think it's in his hand. I think it's floating in front of him.
My treasure! What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her. Time for a change of plan.
Hey, you! If you think you're so tough, get back here and fight! What's an Abyss Mage? I play in the forest all the time, but I've never seen one before. He looks so cute, soft, and fluffy. I want to pet. Game's up! Now hand it over!
That was really easy, Chase.
Oh, you fools think I would give this up so easily after what I've been through to acquire it?
By royal decree!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Woohoo.
Careful, Klee. Don't be drawn in by it. Abyss Mages are the bad guys. Oh, that's right. Grandmaster Jean says that stealing is wrong. Freeze!
That girl's lucky she didn't come alone. Otherwise, I...
Fuck. That's a pain in the ass.
But if we could just get him to give it back. Where'd he go? The Abyss Mage. He just disappeared. What's going on?
Wait, is it? Should I gotta look for?
A gateway to a domain. The Abyss Mage must have snuck inside.
Then he has no way out.
Klee, do you need a rest? Why don't you wait here while we get your treasure back for you? No, I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back.
I'm gonna start calling all Abyss Mages Mr. Fluffball.
worry. Klee is a big girl. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight. Let's go.
Recommended party level 47. I am above that. Wish I was even higher, but I ran out of money.
La la la. Boom! Boing, boing, boom! La la la.
Did I miss anything up here? I don't think I did.
La la la. Da da da.
She also Naruto runs when she sprints.
Jumpy dumpty go. Yeah. Ooh, ah. Hi-ya. Ooh. Ah, boom. Boing, boing, boom.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, Klee is pretty good, definitely.
Boom. Ah. Yeah.
Time for retribution! Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Oz, reveal thyself. I summon thee.
Hi-ya. Yeah. Da da da. Phew. Ooh. Hi. Hi-ya.
So I find it pretty funny that we're at the point in the game where we're dealing with all this crazy shit, like fighting the weekly bosses. Meanwhile, Abyss Mages are still totally a threat, even though they're also regular enemies just spawn near random chests.
Ha. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Is he broken?
Yeah. Ha. Ha.
So they can't. No, they don't do piss for damage anyway.
Let the show begin.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Huh.
I must say, I'm impressed.
You're a random grunt. I don't care if I'm impressing you.
But this is as far as you will get.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided us with everything we need.
Oh god, they're gonna...
We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt. That treasure is now in my hands. There is nothing you can do. Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing.
No, wait! Don't touch it!
Oh, how you fret now your predicament is finally clear to you. Now, what have we here? A flame symbol.
Oh boy, great ending.
No! I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time, I'm done for.
Wait! So Klee's treasure is a bomb? No wonder Klee was rumored to be the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Paimon, for one, is never picking a fight with her, ever. Hold on. Why has she gone and run off? Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knight's headquarters and report to Jean.
Hey. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have enough. Okay. Yay. Give me quite a bit of Stardust, so once that resets, I'll be able to buy quite a lot more. We'll get 60 primos for that. And after that, we'll do... What is it? We gotta do these two before we can start Perilous Trail towards... Also, why the fuck am I walking? I can teleport.
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
My bomb. I hurt someone.
You also heard an inhuman being that wants to destroy the world.
I broke the rules. I'll never see the light of day again.
Klee, I need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Where are they? Why is that?
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Hey, come on now. Paimon already told you that the Abyss Mages are the bad guys. And actually, they're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine. They don't just hate the good guys. They hate all people. Their enemy is humanity itself.
Mr. Fluffball was a bad guy on purpose? Mr. Fluffball is the enemy of humanity. What? I don't get it.
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young. In fact, the Abyss Order is a hostile force in Mondstadt, which has been unusually active lately.
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now! They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors about her treasure. Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on... no. To try and get the facts on the treasure.
So, does that mean?
Also, Paimon had a really good save there. Totally believable.
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa! Miss Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too!
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with? Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
It's the most efficient fishing method.
I wasn't! I swear I wasn't!
She has to grind out 99 fishing somehow.
She's giving us that look that means play along.
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Anyway, find the door of the confinement room in the Knight's headquarters. I can't talk to Jean. She must be angry that I stole off her all of her books.
May the Animal Archon protect you.
Guess who?
That's Paimon's voice I hear. Ooh, yes, please! Wait, no, I can't. Klee needs to be a good girl and think about what she did. Stop tempting me. Anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure, the Ludi Harpastum version.
When you say treasure...
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It'll look so cute. Just wait for Ludi Harpastum. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yeesh, if Jean was listening to this,
She actually would get solitary confinement.
Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
Oh boy.
May the Animal Archon protect you.
That was a really good question. I do quite like Klee. Unfortunately, she's also a 5-star, so I'm never gonna have her. Anyway, let's go collect our reward. Also, let's collect some shit from this guy.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Right.
Ad Astra.
Okay, claim adventure reward ranks. More fragile resin is always nice because it makes the grind a bit easier. And 2 more levels. And we'll have a world level rise and whatnot. Yay. I might not have much in the way of characters, but I have plenty of Skyrider swords. Maybe I don't, apparently. So, let's do one of these then. Jade Chamber Rising. Let's cut through here. We'll do those commissions. Any of those mushrooms I need for Barbara? Not that kind of mushroom. There's one on that tree. Woohoo. Yeah, I remember you. Do I already have those? Yes, I do not. Hey, What's the recipe for jade parcels anyway? Do I have a recipes tab or anything? What is it? Yeah, here's the cooking pot. Here are jade parcels. They require ham processed. 5 minutes. Cook. We'll make a bunch, so I won't have to worry about it later. Hey. So in the meantime, let's do that. I also did a bunch of other quests, namely non-story ones, like I did in the mountain quest. So I've unlocked all that stuff, the domain on the top of it, as well as the cryohypostasis. Never fought the cryohypostasis yet. Maybe that could be something I could do on stream.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
Like how she's giving a speech to like 2 dudes.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
The 3 people.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today.
As a much smaller crowd earlier. Still a really small crowd to give a speech to. But smaller when I first approached.
The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
I really doubt she knows where the brother is. I mean, we know where the brother is. We literally saw him fighting Dainsleif.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary.
Ganyu.
Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Huh.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information.
Fuck. Accidentally cancel the dialogue. Have to look that up later. What is the quest? So yeah, 425.
Children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
Oh wait, this isn't part of the other quest, is it? I think this is another one.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who's this child? Maybe Kiki? The zombie one? Because if it's dangerous, then she's a zombie, so it doesn't matter.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Okay, yeah, it is. There we go.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Hey, I was wrong.
You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
So one thing I find pretty interesting with Genshin is basically every major character has some other job. Like Ganyu is a secretary. I said she's a legal advisor. Seems like every single character has a more mundane job they do besides beating shit up.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
It's quite different from, because Mondstadt isn't quite the same. A lot of the people who do beat shit up, their job is beating shit up. Like Amber is an outrider, her job is to go out and deal with things. As Jean oversees everyone who goes out and does things.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Yeah, also, I had heard of Yanfei before, but I had no idea anything about her. I think I've seen a couple pictures of her appearance, that's about it. I have no idea what she's capable of or who she really is, but what she's just told me.
Hi question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
So, if she specified her father was an Adeptus, then her mother wasn't. Does that mean that her mother is mortal and probably dead? If her father came back and married her immediately after the conflict with Rex Lapis, because Rex Lapis hasn't been active for so long.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential.
Wait, is that a little gap down there? Huh.
Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Might be one of those bendy trees. I have to check it once I get out of this cutscene.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Anyway, that's what we were trying to do.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Wow, that was weird.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
Doesn't she literally have a vision? I'd be pretty worried if I was just some random thug.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information.
I don't think she has. Or is that a vision thing? I think that when people have glowing gems on them, it's a sign they have something going on. So yeah.
If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Also, what the fuck is with her eyes?
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this
Oh,
out
yeah.
to you.
You can see the vision back there. Wait, if you were chasing after her, how did you not notice that? Literally, like, the most eye-catching part of her entire outfit.
It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
No shit. You're about to get frozen.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
I kind of wanted her to handle it herself. I thought that would be funny. I was looking forward to it, to be honest. As soon as she like pulled out the magic circle, I was happy as hell. Then they happened to ruin it by bringing in a cop.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
I'm gonna say I do like her. She's really good. I just wish they'd let her beat up those guys.
Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an Adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot. We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition. And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Based.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Also, okay, so that explains it. Because it's a competition, she thinks that. I was about to say, because I was about to question why the fuck she, why she was so eager to dispose of the contestants. But she, basically those 2-bit thugs, she gave them so many chances to back off. But that's it, because it's competition.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baishu? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I mean, you did fight off a god. I'd say some people were probably injured in that battle.
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, sunset vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all sunset vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
And we know the guy who owns the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
$750, 28,000. We're quite a ways off next AR level.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of sunset vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some sunset vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time.
And the Adepti all have names like that. Like obviously the animal Adepti do, obviously the human ones, like Shina and Ganyu, they all have relatively normal names. I mean, for the setting they're in. Then again, I don't know, maybe Ganyu is actually a name in China for all I know. But I imagine it isn't, it's a fantasy thing.
Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
So maybe it is a real name, I don't know. I said a lot of places, like I know definitely a lot of fiction uses a lot more dramatic names. Like, just look at World of Warcraft and shit, for example. You got people with last names like Storm Rage and all this shit. Shit that people wouldn't actually be called. But as I said, they're chosen because they sound cool in the context of fiction. I don't know how realistic the Chinese names in this game are for real Chinese names, or if they're fictionalized. I'd say a lot of them are fictionalized.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
Hello, Ghostuga Linnyho. Lininho. Yeah, probably pronouncing that wrong, but hello. But hello.
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
NA server. I live in Canada.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Anyway, guess we've had to listen to a lot of talking recently, which I don't mind, but it does distract from it, because I've accidentally walked into a bunch of other quests. Who didn't get that? Coming back to bite me now. Okay, what's the best way to approach that from? Can you actually climb up all this? I don't think you can. We'll just teleport.